Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Hi everybody! Welcome back to another episode of Phantasy Star Online Blue Burst. We're finally on the home stretch. We're gonna reach level 200 this week, so this will be our final Ephinia 1.5 times EXP boost week ever, basically. It's the final grind, man, the home stretch. We're so close. Yes, like Pizza Maid just said. And a special welcome to Pizza Maid, who came in just as I was starting the stream. Hi, Pizza! I hope you had a great 4th of July celebration with your family. I'm so glad to hear that you made it home safe. And yeah, happy that you're here. Also I already said it on Blue Sky, and I don't know if you replied, I haven't checked it yet. I could probably look right now, but I did want to say thanks again for the Charathon event that you did, because it was I said it when I was on your stream with you, that it means a lot to me in particular, and people that I know who have gone through similar things as me. Suicidal thoughts, extreme nihilism, and all that stuff. So yeah, thank you very much once again from the bottom of my heart. And I think I speak for the entire PSO community when I say this, for the Charathon event that you did last weekend. I hope you've recovered very, very well from that. We did want to get home early so Darby could be home and relax before fireworks. Oh, nice. Thank you so much for being part of it. It was a pleasure to have you on board. Yeah, of course. I loved it. Yeah, let me give you a shout out. There we go. And so I already told Lantis this last stream with, yesterday, but for this week and for the foreseeable future, for at least like the next 3 months or so, my streams are going to be on... Let's face it, I've never been super consistent anyway, so this doesn't really matter too much, but they're going to be all over the place in terms of what days I stream. But my start time will now be around 4 o'clock or 4:30 my time, which is 7 or 7:30 for you. So just giving a heads up, because I'm reaching 200 this week, I want people to know that I'll be starting my streams around 4 or 4:30. Today being the only exception, because, well, the changeover for the boost doesn't happen until 5 p.m. my time, which was just a couple minutes ago, so I had to wait. I had to wait a couple, I had to wait 30 minutes before starting the stream just for today, so that we could get the EXP boost from Ephinia. But it started about 10 minutes ago, so let's jump in. Let's jump back in, folks. We're on the home stretch. Understandable. Yeah, I'm just glad I know I'm going to be able to start the stream at 4:30, 4 o'clock or 4:30, even if I don't know which days. So far, Monday's going to be the busiest, so hopefully that won't be, hopefully I'll have the energy to stream when I get home. I should. I think, I feel confident that I'll have the energy to stream when I get home, so I should be able to grind this on Monday, and of course today and tomorrow. If everything goes to plan, I will probably, this is a calculation I'm doing in my head, I'll probably reach level 200 by Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. IRL be IRLing, yeah? Yeah, exactly. Also, do you notice something peculiar about this character, Pizza? Do you notice something peculiar about Salacia? Something maybe a little different about her? I'll give you a sec to see if you can figure it out. And give you a hint, though. I changed her hair a long time ago, but that is something you might not have noticed, because since, I haven't been able to make it to a lot of your blooper streams lately. There's something else. It's about her outfit. Modded outfit. Yep, Lantis did this. I didn't even ask her. She just did it on her own. Lantis went ahead and modded her outfit. She took out the middle. Is my mouse on stream? There it is. So she took out the middle, so it's like a crop top now. And she added a little belt on her thigh for extra... like as an extra accessory to balance the outfit with the missing middle part. I think it looks fucking cool. Yes, Lantis slays on the retexture. She surprised me because she gave me a file that was supposed to update Zera's outfit, but then after I installed it, she said, oh yeah, it updates the outfits for all of the any Huni you make, any funeral. So when I logged in as Salacia to go see Zera, her character, based on mine, I saw Salacia was like this, and I didn't notice it right away until she pointed it out. She was like, "You Nikki," and I was like, "What?" And then I looked, and I was like, "Why does it look like she's missing something?" Yeah, but yeah, it looks pretty cute. It's good shit. I was like, "Damn, this is actually a sick ass remodel that Lantis did. I like it." I definitely backed up the files. So, we're at level 199 on Vaughn at 330 hours and 47 minutes played, I believe. And that includes a full story playthrough. On this character, when I first started it, and on stream, like literally right before I met Pizza Meat, around the time that I met you, Pizza, I was doing a full playthrough of the story on normal. And that took about the first 20 to 30 hours of this character's lifespan. And then after we did that, then I started the real grind to 200 after that, the real push. So we could say roughly it's been taking about 300. Like if I had skipped the whole story and all the cutscenes, we'd be at 300 hours, maybe a little less. Oh. It's a 1 of 1. Custom Salacia, yeah. Good shit. Alright, let's do it. IDK, I don't know. You'll be pushing your full moral through the EXP burst this week. Nice. Are you gonna stream Blue Burst this week? I'm guessing you might, but I don't know. I know you post your schedules on Sundays, so. There's a boost. Let me check something. It'll be a double Blue Burst this week. Nice! Looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll be able to join at some point, but we'll see. Like, once I reach 200, I'll definitely have a lot more free time, that's for sure. Because right now my non-PSO streams are like 3 times a week right now. I'm only streaming 3 hours a week for those. So every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Like I said, now the schedule's gonna be all over the place, but I'm still gonna roughly keep the same hours, 3 to 4 hours a week. Because I still have a lot to do outside of work. Some YouTube projects I'm working on that I will share eventually that take up a lot of time. Let me know if you want to party up and play. Of course, anytime. Love the new haircut. Yeah, I get this every 2 months. I let my hair grow out for 2 months, and then I do this. I give myself a mid-high fade. So. Forgot to turn on the music I usually play. Let's see, we finished the Sonic playlist last time. What should I play now? I didn't think about it. Also, I gotta check the, hold on. I gotta check my inventory too. You noticed it from a distance? I was like, it's fresh, yeah. Yeah, the last time I got it, you also, the last time you came by when I had just gotten this haircut, you also did compliment it then too. You're like, hey, I like the haircut, the fade. So you're like, it works for you. I was like, yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm looking fresh. Okay, so our inventory is fine. I just gotta find out. I had something planned. In terms of music, there was something I was gonna do. What the hell was it though? I know we finished the Sonic playlist on Spotify, but there was... And I'd said to myself, okay, next time, for the last week, I'm gonna play a certain... There was 2 playlists I wanted to play. I know one of them, but it's the one I wanted to finish on. There was something else. Well, I can't think of it, so I'll just play some music that I recently added to one of my playlists and just go from there and figure it out later. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's what I was gonna do actually. Now that I think about it, yeah, I was gonna play this music. Well, we're gonna start with a classic that's actually PSO related first, and then we're gonna go from there. Check it out. Here we go. Special shout out to Pizza Mate for this one. It's your favorite pizza?
Dylan!
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
That's right. Gotta make sure no DMCA songs start after this. Okay, no, they don't. Okay, yeah. The song's coming up after this. I'm not DMC. Okay, I had to be sure. I had to be sure. Yeah, this song is definitely... I should have used the telepipe. Well, whatever. I'm trying to do too much at once. I'm distracted. I'm good, I'm good. Alright, let's lock the fuck in. Here we go. The grind starts now. Well, I'll stop at an hour and 10 minutes from my recording timer. So that'll be an hour and 14 minutes on the stream timer. Yeah. See you, suckers. We got this. Hell yeah. Oh, here's my EXP count. This is why I know it's not going to happen till like Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Right there. 345,402 EXP. Oh, it said 3 million? I know, it's an easy mistake to make. I had to count the digits. I'll recheck again anyway. We got downtime right now anyway, so... Okay, it doesn't need food. Oh yeah, it is 3 million. I was like, that did sound too little, didn't it? Yeah, you're right, you got it right. I missed the 4 there. The 4 in the middle, I didn't see it. Yeah, it's 3 million, it's 3 million. 3,454,000, I think, or something like that. I missed the 4. I was trying to do it really quick. My eyes were like, I double scanned, but I went too quick both times, so it was just like, I missed a digit. I missed a digit, y'all. Oh yeah. I made my calculation based on when I was level 198, and I saw how much EXP we would get per hour doing this. I was like, okay, if I get that, I forgot how much it was, but I know that when I saw how much it was, I was like, we're definitely getting 200 next boost week, and it'll probably happen in the middle of the week, and we're on pace for that. So, yes, I'll be a member of the 200 club. It's gonna be great. Hold on, I gotta make sure I'm safe before I do this.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Yeah. Good stuff. Thank you for joining me though, Pizza Mate. I appreciate it. That you came to be part of this. I'll definitely have to DM, I'll have to send a message to Sarzak as well, because I know he told me he also wanted to be there when I hit 200, so I gotta send him a message. I was thinking of sending him a message like when I know for sure it's gonna happen, like the next day, you know, to let him know. Salacia will be next? Yeah, but she'll be a combination of on and off stream. The thing with Vaughn is I wanted every single point of experience that he got to happen on stream. That was like the deal. Like he couldn't gain EXP outside of stream. That's why I never played him outside of stream. Salacia doesn't have that restriction. So, and I'm also not, it's also not something I want to grind like this for Salacia. For Salacia, I want it to happen more naturally. So, like just playing around like with you guys and everybody else. He didn't die. I didn't get a single crit with that. Yeah, it is a fun milestone. And I have special artwork from the lovely Lantis to show off when I reach 200. It's gonna be fun. Oh, I would have to go back and look at the VODs. I'm not doing that. I did not keep count of the Dragon's Claws. I didn't really care. It was only until Lantis started pointing them out that that they became a thing, but I was just like, whatever until then. So I have no idea how many I got. Yeah, I'll be revealing that artwork in this slot I have here. For those who are, you know, for those used to seeing the grind that I do, like, whenever we have those lulls and there's not a lot going on, you know, I put up a waifu like this. I'll show Lantis' artwork in that slot on OBS when I get to 200. It's gonna be a fun time. For those who haven't seen it, it's gonna be fun. I think you guys are gonna like it. So that'll be later this week. Pizza made with the shaking my head. Este cabrón. Mira nomás. ¿Cómo se atreve? That young lady. That's somebody's, that's an original character from an artist who does a lot of, like, obviously NSFW stuff for Patreon and all that. I name dropped them because I use a lot of their artwork recently. Yolande, Yllande. Their profile picture was Freeren, but they rotate their drawings every month and they didn't have a single one of her, so I'm guessing that at some point they had done one. But then they, you know, when I checked, it wasn't there. But they release both like SFW and NSFW versions of all their drawings, which is why I'm able to show the safe-ish for work ones on stream. But yeah. But that character that I showed just now is their own original character. Her name is Rune. She cute. This sets the vibe perfectly. We got Kingdom Hearts music. I didn't get like a whole playlist of Kingdom Hearts music. It's just my favorite. My favorites from the first game, because a lot of my favorite music from that series is actually from the first game. It's pretty much going to be the 2 or 3 songs I have lined up right now. So for those expecting like a full playlist, no. So I don't have like a full playlist like I did for Maple Story and a few other ones. Of like all the tracks from Kingdom Hearts. Indeed she is, yeah. She's a little cutie. So yeah, tomorrow I will be starting the stream hopefully about 30 to 60 minutes earlier. Between 4 and 4:30 is going to be my planned start time from this point forward. And this change is mostly because my work schedule has become like, I have to go in early in the morning, so I'm adjusting my sleep schedule, which is why I have to go to bed earlier and hence I have to finish streaming early. So it's basically around the time you start streaming. I think I said that earlier, but yeah. Between 7 and 7:30 for you. Going back to the soundtrack, because I only have like 2 or 3 songs lined up from this franchise, I got 30-minute loops. So this track will go for 30 minutes basically, before switching to the next one. We still have a significant grind ahead of us, and it's pretty much all the music I have left before we just start all the playlists all over again that I've been playing the past several months of this grind. So, you know. I think it fits. It kind of fits, man. We're on that home stretch, you know, going down to the wire and all that shit. We're there, man. We're there. We got music loops with dragon loops. We're all about the loops in here. We're looping. My muscle memory failed me there. I froze up. I was like, wait, where's the VR thing? What do you think my final HP will be, Pizza? I was thinking about this last stream. I didn't check how much it went up each level. So I have no idea what my final HP is going to be. It's sitting at 1662 right now. I've used up every single HP material I can. Maxed out. I don't know what the final count will be. Yeah, I'm thinking 1690 for sure. But you know, that's kind of cool because that means the middle of my HP will be 69.
This bullet is cut out!
That was childish, I know. Peace is like... Sorry, Pizza. You know I can't resist shit like that. Sorry, not sorry, I should say. This is why we can't have nice things like HP. Pizza's like, look, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. That's always worse, isn't it?
Look at this dude.
Momoral got thoughts, yeah. Pizza Mom's... She's getting ready to put me on timeout. It's over. Sorry guys, I gotta go to the corner. I'm done. You know how us penguins are. The penguin crew is very, we're very rowdy sometimes. We get a little carried away. Put some soap in my mouth. Yeah, exactly. She's like, rowdy? That's an understatement. Aren't you glad you're gonna have a constant reminder of us from now on? I don't know where you're planning to get the tattoo, but you're gonna have a constant reminder of us now. Yeah, see, I called it. Rowdy's an understatement, yeah. Oh shit. On your arm, where I can see it. So you can have a constant reminder. Every time you look down at it, you're just gonna be like, coño. That's gonna be your first thought and words out of your head every time. It's just gonna be like, coño. You're gonna reflect on all your life choices. You're like, I love and hate them at the same time. This is a complicated relationship with these penguins. They give me a headache, but I love them. That's gonna be the vibe. Thank you for the reminder, phone. This is the path I've chosen, yeah. I better get ready for this. See, what I like about this track is how much it gives a sense of urgency. Yoko Shimomura, the GOAT. There we go. Let me just finish this water real quick. Good old H2O. I'm going to bed in 2 hours, so I'm popping my melatonin now. Alright, here we go. Good seeps. Yeah. Eeps. I don't know who came up with that one, but it's cute. I like it. Eeps. You know, somebody I know once came up with another cute one a long time ago, before Eeps became a thing. Many years ago. This is actually before... a little bit before social media really took off. And became like a super mainstream thing. This was a long time ago. They were trying to be cute and they said sweepy sweeps. And that stuck with me. I like that one too. I'm going sweepy sweeps. I think I find Eeps to be slightly cuter. But I still like that one too. Right? It's cute. You know, there was one of my nephews actually, so this was even further back in the 90s. One of my nephews, when he was like a little toddler who could barely talk, He called it Mimis. Going Mimis. We're gonna go Mimis. And I found out he wasn't the only one. I actually, like, recently heard somebody, like, I don't remember where I heard this, but there was, like, somebody talking to their kid, and they said the same thing. Or, like, or maybe I saw it on Discord with somebody trying to be cute also. They were clearly referencing sleep, and they actually used a very similar word. Yeah, see? So it's like, I think multiple toddlers have come up with this one, because he came up with it on his own. But only recently have I found out that other people use that one too. Mimis. Go Mimis. You go sleep. Super cute. Alright, it's empty. I wouldn't do that if my bed wasn't behind me. It's because I know the bottle's gonna land on that. Your grandnephew was over today? He calls it nips instead of naps. That's super adorable. I think that's the cutest thing about kids is when they come up with cute little names like that or nicknames for stuff. I think that's adorable. Threw you off for a second. By the way, are you gonna... I know we're all over the place with topics and stuff, but this came to my mind recently. I gotta ask. Are you gonna... I doubt you're gonna live stream it, obviously, but like, are you planning on getting a video of the tattoo getting done? Like making a few clips of the tattoo being done? Or are you just gonna post a photo when you get it done? I also want to know when it happens too. Like, even if we don't get to see it, I'd like to know, like, oh shit, she's going in for the tattoo today. Probably get some video. Oh hell yeah, that's gonna be good. Progress pictures would be nice, so we can see the beginning, during, and after. The other one, what you won't see is the stain on my face. We're just gonna hear Pizza off screen going, "You disgust me." Here, for those who watch my stream but may or may not be familiar with Pizza Mate's stream, this is more or less the tattoo. Now, it might not look like this, but just so you can get kind of a visual reference of what kind of tattoo Pizza's gonna get. There it is. A little penguin. Doing the stanky leg, being a little troll. I don't know what style or what actual expression the penguin's actually gonna have, but we'll find out. I'm just reminding myself it's for charity. To be holding a Psycho on? Oh, that's cute. Is that because the Psycho one claimed your life several times during your charity event, or? Listen! Yep, that's 100% it.
Holy shit!
I'm getting this permanently tattooed on me. I'm giving him a Psycho. My epic going Psycho. My mama bad like Michael. I actually first heard that song through a cover from a chick, a little known artist called by the name of Juliet Riley. I didn't even know it was a cover until after. I was like, oh, it's a cover of a song by somebody else called Psycho. I was like, oh, okay. Giving him a Psycho on because that weapon rules when I don't die. When you don't die, eh? Well, that fits. That's our motto around here. Safety first. Don't die. Every time I put this on quickly, it's always a little crooked, and my OCD gets the better of me. Like, wait, I gotta rotate it a little bit more, and then it's like, okay, I think I'm good now. It's not even noticeable on camera, but I notice it from my POV. I see the thing. It's like off to the side a little bit and I have to fix it. Yeah, it's comfy. Pretty comfy. Super cozy. What are we at? Okay. Yeah, see, with the progress we're making, we'll definitely hit it on... I think it's probably going to be maybe Wednesday, Thursday. It depends. It depends. A lot can happen because I'm always open to playing with people. So if Lantis joins me for a few runs or anybody else, and we do like episode 4 content, or we do full TTF runs instead of just dragon loops, or if we just do dragon loops, because we have done dragon loops, me and Lantis together, just a dragon over and over. Like, there's a lot of variables, so it may go faster, may go slower. But when I know what's gonna happen, I will make an announcement to people who want to watch. Like, I will send a message to Starzak and you, Pete. I'll send you a message too, let you know that when it's gonna happen. Yeah. I know you're going through those menus super fast, but you've been dragon loops, so yeah. That's all muscle memory, yeah. Yep. Starting up TTF over and over is just... I don't even have to think about it anymore. Except earlier, I had a little brain fart when we first started. I froze up after like the first 2 loops and was like, wait, what do I do? My hands were like, do what now? Am I sad it's gonna be over soon? No, I'm actually relieved. Mostly because of the way I did the grind. Because I wanted it to be efficient, because I can't help myself. I like to optimize things when I can. You noticed this about me. You called it out too, that I like to play optimally, which I never knew that about myself till you said it. Because I did that, I chose to only play during EXP boost weeks on Ophidia. And so the issue with that is it meant this content on my channel essentially would always override anything else I was doing. So if I was in the middle of streaming something else, it would always have to stop for this. You know what I'm saying? So like if I was doing a marathon of a different game or something, it would always have to stop to do this for a week and then go back to whatever I was streaming afterwards. And it feels a little awkward, you know? And that doesn't mean I dislike it. When I committed to this grind, I knew I was gonna like it enough to want to finish it and everything else, and it actually has not bored me. I've actually enjoyed a lot of the interactions I've had with all the Phantasy Star fans that I've met doing this. And obviously with you guys, you and Lantis and everybody else who's come by, like, it's been fun. So like it is a little bittersweet because it's like, you know, but at the same time, like the friends that I've made doing this, we've become close enough that even if I don't stream this game anymore for a while, because I will do story playthroughs of this game once in a while, but even if I don't stream it once a month anymore, or as often, basically, like I know our friendships are strong enough that we're just, you know, doesn't matter. Like we still hang out and do other things, especially like on Discord or FF14 or other games, you know. So in that regard, I'm not really, you know, worried about it. As for the game itself, I'm relieved to be able to play Vaughn outside of stream. I'll be happy to play this character without having to force it to be on stream anymore. So to be able to bring it along for like your streams, Pizza, not just Salacia over and over. If I feel like playing Vaughn, I can play Vaughn now. Like I feel like I'm gonna have a little bit more freedom basically in terms of what I can do, being able to play Vaughn outside of stream, but also not being forced to stop whatever I'm doing once a month to do a week of this. Stream-wise is what I mean. Not having to stop whatever else I'm streaming to stream this for a week straight every month. You know? So in 2 aspects, I'm happy about that. Newfound freedom right there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really feel like there's much of a downside. Let me see what you said. Do you think you're gonna play PSO less? No, I'll just be playing it more off stream rather than on stream, basically. But I'm guessing you said that when I was still in the middle of saying all that stuff, so. Yay! No, this actually came up a couple months ago. I really have never cared for hunting rare items in games where the rare item is found only through RNG. Like, you just have to kill things over and over. Like, that is the fastest way for me to burn out of any game. And this is why a lot of old school MMOs, the only thing I ever focused on was just trying to reach the max level. Like, even for MapleStory, same thing. There was rare item drops you could hunt in that game too, and I never cared for that. I just wanted to reach level 200. And that was it. Oh shit! I didn't realize June wasn't, I thought June was already following. Okay, hold on, let me open up the chat then. Because I just realized if he's following, it's because he's trying to talk, probably, and I have it to 3-month follower only mode. Let me turn that off real quick. I forgot to, I always usually turn off 3-month follower only mode for PSO streams. I have it on for some of the other games I play. But I totally forgot. Here. 0 minutes. There you go. You're free, June. You're free. It's 0 minutes now, so since he just followed, he should be able to talk. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, wait, didn't he come in and talk before? But I think it was when I didn't have it on. That's why. Peaches says he can't tune in. All right. I'll take a look at that. Give me 1 sec. Hold on. No, it's not here. One second. I don't see it, but that's here. Let me change some of my settings real quick. What happened? What the? Okay. Why did that? Huh. I'm gonna have to look into that later. Well, welcome back, Peaches. Here, let me check this. All right, whatever. I'm gonna have to look into that later. I gotta keep going. Oh, hey, welcome back. There we go. No, no, you would know because I've seen that happen with somebody, and this is like it does say explicitly like you've been banned from this channel because there was somebody who came by that kind of creeped me out a little bit, and I was like, I don't know if it's something I said that kind of tipped them off that I was a little creeped out by them, but like for some reason they took it pretty personally. And there was one time that I just clicked on their name and I went to their channel and it literally said like this, like you're banned from this channel, you can't even talk in it or something like that. I was just like, okay. It's because like they like I had barely met them. They'd come into my channel and they like when I was playing Legend of Dragoon, and they just immediately started saying things that were just a little too forward, basically. Like they were dropping hints at like wanting to like, you know, be more than friends or something, and I had just barely met them, and I was just like, oh hey, yeah. Oh no, Peaches, this is way before I even met Pizza Mate or anybody else. This is a long time ago. This is before I started even streaming PSO, so I hadn't met any of y'all yet. So a Gooner's target, yeah, it became a Gooner's. Exactly. I didn't see that coming. That was very weird. I played Legend of Dragoon right after my first playthrough of FF7 Rebirth, which took like over a month to complete. And yeah, that happened, and I was just like, Jesus. And that's part of the reason they wanted to crest my star. Yes, exactly.
He's pulling his tongue out.
But yeah, they were just a little too, I was just like, I don't like what I'm seeing. I just saw some red flags and was just like, I don't think so. And so yeah, they just got, so yeah, when I just happened to check their channel, it just said I was banned. I was like, okay. I was like, they obviously didn't like that I kind of rejected them, basically. So I did multiplayer Dragon Loops with Lantis. Yeah, that I think twice. It's only happened twice, but 2 times Lantis has actually joined me, and we've done straight up Dragon Loops. Like we don't do, usually we would do full TTF runs, but this actually happened last month. So last EXP boost week, we did straight up Dragon Loops. Oh, I see what you're saying. I misunderstood what you meant, Peaches. You mean like if I can do them in multiplayer mode by myself? No, because I literally can't get any stronger. My attack power has been maxed out for like almost 50 levels, and without that, it sucks because I literally just need like 2 or 3 more attack power would do it, and I would be able to one cycle the dragon on multiplayer mode by myself, and then I would have already hit 200 because it's that much faster if I could do that. But it's just like I'm just missing that little bit of, it's such a small amount of extra attack power I need to be able to one cycle it like this, so that he doesn't burrow in the ground and waste a bunch of time, you know? But I can't. Oh, I'm catching up on chat. Okay. Native percent? Would that do it? Oh, that would mean I'd have to find another charge Vulcan, right? With see, this one has 50% hit too. That's the thing. I would have to get one with 50% hit again, and then native. You know, on top of that at the same time. Otherwise, I'll start missing. I already miss enough as it is, you know what I mean? So. What the hell? What is shoving a photon sphere into mean? What's that? That sounds like melding materia. What does that mean? You can put photon drops or spheres, or I don't even know what a photon sphere is actually. You can add percents to your weapon after doing West Tower. Oh, I never knew that. Maybe that's how this Vulcan was made. But each attempt costs a photon sphere, which is 95 photon drops. Oh, I never knew this. A non-hit attribute. Oh, okay, so yeah, that makes sense because otherwise why would people make such a big deal about finding a high hit weapon, right? If you can just do that artificially, nobody would care that much. The point of finding a high hit weapon is that then you can just add anything else to it with photon drops. But at least the hit is really high because you found it that way because that's the only way to get it really high. I get it. That makes sense. That's why high hit weapons are such a big deal, because you can't add that attribute, but you can add everything else. Alright, that makes sense. Excuse me while I go run errands for my favorite pink-haired cat girl in all of Roller's Reach. Oh! Oh god, what is her name? Jesus, it's Manago, right? Is that it? It barely hit me what Nanto meant by silent farts. God damn. That reminds me of that Family Guy. Monago's cutie 3.14. She's pie? Cutie pie? Oh god, that is what you meant. You meant cutie pie. I didn't even realize you were trying to make a pun. Or, wait, is that a... Does that count? No, that's not really a pun. It's just kind of... It's just a clever way of saying pie, yeah. But yeah, it's just like... I was like, wait, cutie 3.14, it's cutie pie? I was like... Like, even after I said it, it took me a second to realize... that that's exactly what you were going for. Cutie pie. In my head, I was like, what? Why cutie pie? And I was like, oh, duh. Yeah, I remember there was a moment in Family Guy where I think it was Peter. He mentioned being in prison before, and then he said when he got out, he couldn't hear his farts anymore. He said when I fart, it just sounds like wind blowing or something. It's just like that. They actually showed too. He was standing there and he just went. It was like a tiny flashback. I was like, oh my god. So June is making his way through Stormblood pretty quickly then. I know he just finished Heaven's Word not too long ago too. A 1 in 23 chance. We haven't gotten a single one today. There have been other times where we get Dragon Claws back to back. My name until June. You know, I hope everyone's having a good weekend and a good 4th of July. A minute there, I was gonna say, I know June already left because he said he went back to FF14 or whatever, but I was gonna say I hope they were having a good one too, but I was like, well, they might not be celebrating, honestly, because I mean, they're in Canada, so it's like, they have to do shit. I mean, it's not like you can for fun, but you know, if you really want cheeseburgers and fireworks, but it's an American holiday, not a Canadian one. I don't imagine there's a lot of fireworks going off over there right now. You went swimming and had peach sweet tea bourbon. Surf and turf. By the okay, that sounds awesome, Pizza. I'm really glad you had a good time, but I have a question now that you brought up surf and turf. Is that like a new thing, or did it just start trending? Because when I had to look it up, I saw a streamer that I sometimes watch. I'm in her Discord, but I saw her change her Discord to Surf and Turf Syndicate at one point, and that might have given away who I'm talking about now, for those who know. I don't think it's called that anymore. It might still be. But I was kind of like, what the fuck does that mean? And I was very confused for like months. And then I finally looked it up. I was like, what the hell is Surf and Turf? Because it sounds like it just means water and earth put together. Right? Well, that's exactly what it is. It just means, you know, like ground beef, like from a cow, a land animal, with seafood. And I was like, wait, so is this a new thing? Because if it is, I'm shocked that no one ever thought of doing that before. Why? Who didn't say at one point, let's eat shrimp with some beef or something like that? You know, like I was like, this can't be new. This has to be just like something that just started trending. But there's no way it's new, right? There's no way people hadn't thought of doing that before, mixing seafood with non-seafood. You know? Yeah. There's no. Okay, see, Peach has confirmed it. Yeah, it's not new. I was like, why did it suddenly become trendy? So it's usually steak and lobster or steak and shrimp. Yeah, there we go. You often joke it originated from Sizzlers. But that's not true. Okay, I don't think I've ever been to Sizzlers. I've seen it plenty of times, but I've never been. I've also never been to a Red Lobster, though. I've never had Red Lobster, and I've never had Sizzlers. That's just because I'm not a seafood person. It's just not my thing. Although I don't think Sizzlers is... I have no idea, but I'm assuming Sizzlers isn't just seafood. I would imagine Red Lobster is obviously primarily seafood. But Sizzlers, I have no idea what the hell they serve. It's okay, Sam is the same way? Oh, okay. Yeah, seafood is just not, Oof. There you go. Sizzlers is mainly steak? Okay. Yeah, because that name's kind of ambiguous. So I was like, that could go a lot of different ways. That's not, you know. Because a lot of things sizzle when you cook them, you know? A la parrilla. It was on the grill today, so it was yummy. That's good to hear, good to hear. I'm salivating just thinking about it, because I know when my family used to get together, like for big time celebrations, including 4th of July, you know. Yeah, it's you get stuff on the grill in the backyard, you get it going, you know, you got a pool party. It's fucking awesome. It's good times. I'm glad to hear you had one of those days, Pizza. Those are like, you gotta cherish time with family like that. Because those are like some of my favorite memories when my cousins were here. Because they live in Mexico now, but when they lived here for a while, it was... Man, we had a lot of fun summers back when we were kids. Swimming in the pool, eating steak in the backyard on the grill, a lot of different weekends, including 4th of July, and playing this game. We were playing this on GameCube. We were grinding the shit out of this. We love this game. Did the split screen multiplayer. It's like the best weekends. It was hot, so most of the day was spent with us swimming in the pool and just laughing. That's good. Good times. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we had a lot of fun times in the pool, and then when we were out of the pool, we'd play this, or we play this or a few other like multiplayer games, but this was one of our favorites. That's why Vaughn, the original Vaughn on GameCube, reached level 168 before he got deleted. That's what made me start doing this. I announced this back when I first streamed PSO for the first time on this channel in December of 2024, I believe it was. I wanted to do this level 200 grind to sort of finish what I, to finish what I started way back then on the GameCube. And I know it's not the same because things are a little different on Blue Burst and Affinia in particular. We got the EXP boost, we got TTF, things that didn't exist on GameCube. But I figured I grinded enough on GameCube to sort of make up the difference anyway. It still counts. I'm like, fuck it. I was like, it counts. Was he deleted by accident? No, it's just like we just stopped playing and then we didn't play for a long time. And at some point I either formatted the memory card or it just formatted itself because we never used it. Because at one point I put in the memory card like many years later when I wanted to see what was on it. I think I wanted to play like a Sonic game and I had all the unlocks. It was one of the mega collections. It was a mega collection, one of the two collections that came out for GameCube for Sonic. And I noticed there was nothing there when I started up the game. So I was like, what's going on? So I started up the little thing to look into the memory card and it was blank, completely blank. So either I formatted it at one point because I stopped caring and wanted it to be fresh, the memory card, or it just happened because of not being used or because it got old. I don't know. It was a pretty old memory card by the time I tried it again, so, So yeah, I did not intentionally just go up to him and delete him or anything, but he might have got caught in the crossfire. I was pretty well, not shocked, but I was kind of surprised because I was like, I know I never would have intentionally deleted my PSO character, no matter how old that memory card was and I wasn't playing the GameCube anymore. Like, so I just sat there and I was like, I think the memory card just wiped because of age, and that was it. Yeah, I was like, there's no way I would have deleted the character. I would not have deleted Vaughn intentionally. So he might have just got caught in the sweep if I decided to format the memory card without thinking about it because I hadn't played PSO in years at that point. Or I assumed he was on a different memory card because we have a few lying around. Because after that, I did check other memory cards just to see. I was like, shit, what about my PSO character? Maybe he's on a different memory card? I don't know. So I started looking around and we have a few other memory cards that are a little bit like, they're also old, but some of them still had stuff on it. There was nothing for PSO on them. I checked and I was like, ah, fuck, so that's it then. My PSO data's gone. It was on the memory card that's clean right now. No, yeah, there's only one memory card that disappeared. It was my brother's technically, it wasn't mine, so I didn't really, I don't really care too much. It was the biggest memory card we had. It had like a sort of white beige color. Like it had an enormous amount of storage capacity, and yet we rarely used it because we didn't even get that many games. I don't even know why he bought it. That one I know for a fact I never put my PSO data on that one, and it's a good thing because yeah, like I said, it went missing. I've never found it. But the other memory cards that I know we did use, no, there's no PSO data on any of them. So. We got about 10 minutes. We're in countdown, Dick Clark. The ads. So I found quite a few of those already. The Flowing Sword 3064. I don't even know how many different versions there are of that fucking thing. Back in the GameCube days, I never found another besides the basic one. Just the basic flowing sword. It never had a number next to it. That's like a new thing for me. I don't have as many of those in the bank as I do Dragon's Claws, but I have a few from this, from grinding this shit. I can go check right now, actually. Oh yeah, for some people who might be wondering, because I know when streamers play certain music that I like, sometimes I'm like, yo, what's the name of that track, right? So this is another 30-minute loop. The last one that was playing, before it changed to this, was it's obviously from Kingdom Hearts 1 or 1.5 HD. That one's a little bit higher quality, barely noticeable, but you know, for some people who are very stickler about that, I'm just making sure you know. It's called Night of Fate. This one is Hollow Bastion. It's the name of the location. It's pretty simple and easy. Just look up Hollow Bastion. So I like to name the songs that play when because I know some people like to know that. Now the battle song for Hollow Bastion is next, obviously. How would I miss that? It's like the best battle music ever in the whole series. I am probably gonna fuck up the pronunciation because I think it's in Latin. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, which probably won't happen until next stream because this loop still has a while to go and we're almost done for today, so. How many PDs have you collected? I imagine you saved those? Oh yeah! I don't get that many though. I think I get less of those than I do get definitely less than Dragon Claws, but I think I do get less of those than like, what's it called? I do get less of them than flowing swords. Yeah, I get more flowing swords than photon drops, and those are rare too, so not that many. I used a couple for Salacia to get extra armor slots too. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna check the Dragon Claws real quick too. Well, that's weird. I swear I heard the click when I hit up on that. I'm not sure why I didn't hit yes. I'll probably forget if I wait till after the loops. They only go in one slot, right? Photon drops? Yeah, they would be impractical to hoard otherwise. Yeah. I think it's 99 per slot or something. Which means you can only have 99 in one bank. It's the reason why they added photon hordes, like what Peaches is talking about. I remember Peaches and somebody else told me all about this many months ago. I think Lantana was here because he's got multiple photon hordes from how long he's been playing the game. So if you get 99 photon drops, you can turn it into like a photon sphere or a crystal, or like it's a hierarchy. Like 99 is one photon sphere. Actually, it's very similar to what they do in Phantasy Star Online 2. Actually, it's the same system basically. Yeah, there you go. You converted them to spheres to free up space. Yeah, in Phantasy Star Online 2, you do the same thing. You get so many photon drops, they turn into spheres, and then the spheres turn into crystals when you get so many of those. It's a space saver, but also a requirement for upgrading certain weapons. In that game, I mean. But yeah, they got like a similar system going here on Affinia. Here, it's just to save space. Unless they added a function, by which I mean what you guys mentioned earlier, about being able to upgrade weapons by like adding percentages to them. Yeah. It is a great way to save space and make it more practical to actually hold. Otherwise, you would need literally, for every like 200-ish, technically 198 photon drops, you would need a new character. Because they would only be able to carry 99 in their bank and 99 on their person. And then another 99 in the shared bank, but that's just, a shared bank is one per account because it's shared for the whole account. So you'd only be able to carry 99 in the shared bank and then 198 per character. You need a lot of characters if you play the game for a long time and you hoard them, so it's a very good system that they added. Yeah, it's an Affinia thing from what I heard. Oh fuck, I kinda want that. Sally can use them. Alright, I keep forgetting to do this. And we're pretty much at the end anyway. There you go, pizza. You wanna know how many dragons... Why is this here? I gotta switch that to shared bank. There's all the Dragon's Claws I have after already having converted a shit ton of them before into team points by turning them into weapons first, which is a long and tedious process. Like, it's not too bad, but it's enough that I rarely want to do it. It's a chore. Yeah, there you go. I actually have more scape... No, never mind. I thought I had more scape dolls at this point in time, but I did not. Almost, but no. Yeah, like I said, I already converted like at least 20 to 30 or more Dragon's Claws into weapons and then turn them in for team points, and I still have this many.
Bruh. Surprise, motherfucker.
A lot. look, there's a dragon's claw. That's probably our first one for tonight. There we go. As if we didn't have enough. There you go. Lantis's favorite item. The dragon claw. We summoned it. By looking at the horde, we summoned it. Alright, this music track is about to end in 5 minutes. So because I was a little distracted for some of the stream, like I would stop and do some shit, I'm gonna go an extra 5 minutes so I can end with the track. Fuck it. Make up for a little bit of time when I was idle in game. And then I'll end it and we'll pick up tomorrow at 4:30. Yeah, Peaches gets it. Kellogg's dragon loops with dragon claws inside. I like to picture the dragon loops as basically... Obviously they look like Fruit Loops, but they're all red. Like a certain somebody's artwork. But I mostly just pictured them, like before I saw that, the way I pictured them in my head is the little like loop cereal, so kind of like Cheerios, right? But I didn't have a color in my mind yet. It's just the loops. And then dragon's claws as little marshmallows, mix in with them, kind of like Lucky Charms. So it was basically like Lucky Charms cereal where you have little marshmallows amongst the actual like wheat, you know, the little wheat cereal or whatever. And those were in the form of loops, obviously, like, you know, the loops. I picture the dragon claws as little marshmallows floating around in there, in the cereal. And you try to eat the marshmallows first because they're the sweet part, you know, it's a little tempting. But then you also try to ration them because you realize if you eat them all first, then the rest of the cereal is going to taste like ass. So then you're conflicted because you really want to eat the marshmallows right away, but then you realize you fucked yourself if you do that, so you gotta try to ration them actually. But the cereal tastes good from start to finish.
Bruh.
Clearly it's like Fruit Loops, but with only red and blue loops. Where does the blue come from? I can understand. Oh, I get it. The ice dragon. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I got it. Right before you said that, Peaches, it hit me, yeah. I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah, the blue one for the Seal Dragon, yeah. Like, wait, shift and D-band, what does that have to do? And then I see where you were going, why your head went to that with red and blue. But no, it's because of the red dragon and the blue dragon, yeah. The normal dragon and the Seal Dragon, red and blue. Yeah. Problem is it would look kind of patriotic if once you add the milk though. Because then you have red, white, blue. In my mind, I did picture the dragon's claws to be red at least. I did picture at least the claws to be red because of the fact that that is what it looks like when you have it equipped. When you turn it into a weapon and then you equip it, it's literally the red dragon's claw on your hand, using it as a claw weapon. So. Alright, that's the end of the soundtrack. And this is like my favorite. This is what we'll start with tomorrow. So I said I was gonna fuck up the pronunciation, and I am. Here we go. So for those who want to know, we'll start with this music anyway. But for those who want to know, it's called, I think, it's called Scherzo di Notte. I don't know if it's Latin or some other language that I can't pronounce, but there you go. Yeah. So anyway, that's all for today though. We're gonna wrap up here and continue tomorrow. But it is Saturday. So I am gonna check real quick if a certain somebody's streaming that we can raid. I usually don't raid, but there he is. Solid man. PSO Saturday. We're gonna raid Sarzak. So stick around for that. Here we go. Wait till what you weren't banned, Peaches. Like I actually looked at my list. No, I think it has something to do with my the settings you have for like who can follow you and who can't. Because I actually had this problem before. It was somebody who was trying to raid me, and they had actually been following for a while, and for some reason they weren't able to raid me after, like, I don't know what changed, but there was like a couple weeks went by, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, I tried to raid you, and they're like, and I can't. And I was like, why? And we were like going through settings. There was no reason for it. We were just like, what's going on? I can only assume it's because of some of my privacy settings I have for who's allowed to follow me and who isn't. I think it's probably just kind of jank sometimes, because I literally lowered there's like a bar you can move on it to lower the restrictions on it, and that's all I did. It's just like, because it'll say like, oh, email verification, phone verification, and there's like other things, and there's just like, that's all I did. I just fucked with that, and then all of a sudden you followed, and I was like, that's all I did. I was just like, okay. It would explain a lot of why, not only why that thing happened with that guy trying to raid me. Yeah, I noticed. I looked through the follower list, and you weren't there. I was just like, yeah, I figured that's what you were saying when June said that. I was just like, what? Hello? And honestly, this explains a lot. This is a little off topic. I know I was about to sign off, but because there are times where I've been streaming other things where I just have this gut feeling that, like, I was like, I think, and it sounds weird to say it this way, but I'm just like, I feel like I probably would have gotten like more followers by now. You know what I mean? It sounds weird saying that because it is a little like pretentious to even think that way. But there are certain times where I've had somebody follow, and I say thank you for following, and then I check the stream afterwards, and they're not on the follower list anymore. And I'm just like, but the notification's right here. It says they followed. So I think I've maybe been shooting myself in the foot with my own settings being too strict or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to look into it, but I think that might have something to do with it, because I've always had a hunch that it's been a little weird when I sometimes get, excuse me, when I sometimes get new followers. They're just like not on the follower list, even though they just followed. So, I don't know. And like, that's the thing, Peach, is like, maybe this happened to those people too, because like I would say hi to them and talk to them, and then they wouldn't say anything. Yeah. And I'm just like, okay. But I also didn't question it too much, because I would also kind of be like, well, maybe they're just kind of shy. They just wanted to follow to support and they didn't want to say anything. But it's happened enough times that I've always suspected something was up. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's why I definitely suspect it had something to do with those settings for like who's allowed to follow you or not, because there's settings for that on Twitch, and I think that's what it was. I think I had the restrictions too high, I think, and I think it gets like false positives or something sometimes. Because I have seen people on Twitter complaining that Twitch's shit is jank sometimes. Like there's been people who've been like, so they claim. They've had their accounts suspended for things they never did, or something like that. You know, there's been some jank going on. So yeah, I think it's basically what Pizza Maid said, and I think I've lost a lot of potential followers because of that. People that have followed, and then it just suddenly they're just gone into the ether immediately. I think it's yeah. So I guess I'll have to keep those settings relaxed from now on. Daily shadow banned, yep, definitely shadow banned. All right, folks, like I said, I'm heading out for now, but we're gonna go ahead and raid Sarzak. So with that being said, thank you as always very much for all the support across all the platforms, like I usually say. And Yes, there's different versions of the song that I named playing, but it still has the same name. It's just there's different versions for each like different Kingdom Hearts game where it appears in. Okay, I'm not gonna name them all. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, thank you all for the support, and as always, please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and don't die. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. And I will see you all then. Peace. Take it away, Vaughn. Gotta do one of those. Gotta. Alright, here we go. Got it!
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Night, everybody.